हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल टारगेट लॉक आईएएस। जैसे मैंने आपको लास्ट वीडियो में बताया था कि मैं बहुत सारे अभी वीडियोस अपलोड करते रहूँगा, स्पेशली प्रीलिम्स आ रही है, सो दैट यू गाइस स्टडी विद द राइट अप्रोच। और आपको भी कुछ भी चाहिए तो प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट्स करिएगा and keep subscribing and liking my channel. It just motivates me to do a lot more because I'm also taking a time out of my hectic schedule to make out these videos and collect data for you. So friends, ancient history, before we just look, and we should understand that what exactly is the problem होता क्या है ancient history में। एंशंट हिस्ट्री में हम पढ़ाई गलत तरीके से करते हैं। हम कंपार्टमेंटलाइज नहीं करते चीज़ों को। वी डू नॉट एक्चुअली study the events with the timeline, and that is how we miss the bus. Then later on the confusion arises, and after once the confusion arises, you are not able to answer the MCQs properly, you jumble up the events, and also your answer writing suffers in the means. So all for all these things, be it ancient, medieval, or modern, you have to approach it in a systematic way. And friends, this is a subject which is going to require intensive revisions because history and polity are the type of subjects are the not all, of course every subject is there, but more because of the factual information. So let's start friends with the दिस पीपीटी वेर आई विल शो यू कि उसको करना कैसे है। और साथ ही साथ हम देखते भी जाएंगे कि इंफॉर्मेशन किस तरीके से मैंने नोट्स बनाए। ये पकड़ लीजिए कि एक साइड से मैंने मेरे कुछ एफर्ट्स डाल के अगर मैं 3 से 4 दिन के अंदर ये तैयार कर सकता हूँ, तो आई एम वेरी मच डैम श्योर दैट यू कैन प्रिपेयर बेटर नोट्स, और यू कैन इवन यूजिंग दिस ओन पीपीटी। आप इसी में फैक्ट्स डालते जाइए, एंड बिलीव मी, you keep on revising this ppt, you will 101% recall, be able to recall the information during the exam times. Okay, for any doubts of course you can write me in the comments. तो फ्रेंड्स ये देखिए, सबसे पहले टाइमलाइन बनती कैसे है हिस्ट्री की। आप एक शीट लीजिए, उस पर पूरी तरीके से एक एरो बनाइए, और उस एरो के ऊपर आप सिग्निफिकेंट इवेंट्स प्लॉट करिए। सो दिस टाइमलाइन में आपको सिग्निफिकेंट इवेंट्स हमेशा ध्यान में रहने चाहिए। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हेन डिड गौतम बुद्धा केम, ही केम इन 543 टू रफली 480 BC। तो ये फैक्ट नहीं हिलना चाहिए आपका, बिकॉज दिस इज अ सिग्निफिकेंट इवेंट इन द इंडियन हिस्ट्री, एंशियंट हिस्ट्री। सिमिलरली, भगवान महावीर हैपेंड लेटर ऑन बिटवीन 540 to 468, and then and 326 BC Alexander's conquest was there. So ये conquest हुआ, बैटल ऑफ हाइडेप्सिस हुआ, Alexander start invaded into the territory of the then empires of India, and he was again in a brief battle. So this you should be able to even recall। अगर आपको नींद में से भी उठा कि किसी ने पूछा, तो आपके ये चीज़ें नहीं हिलनी चाहिए। बाकी ऑफ कोर्स मैं अगर कहता हूँ कि 2500 बीसी से 1500 बीसी के बीच में इंडस सिविलाइजेशन थी, उसमें मिडल हरप्पन फेज कब था, लेटर हरप्पन फेज भी था, अर्ली हरप्पन फेज भी था, उसके पहले भी और भी सिविलाइजेशंस थे जो मेसोपोटामियन सिविलाइजेशन थी, या डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सिविलाइजेशंस थी। सो the details you can add later on as much as you like, but the main events they should not move because that will hamper your basic concepts. So here I have just given a glimpse of how I have plotted everything. तो मैं अगर इस टाइमलाइन को बार बार देखता हूँ, तो इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन हैपेंड, देन आफ्टर आर्यंस इन्वेडेड, देन वैदिक पीरियड आता है 1500 से 1000 के बीच में, एंड 1000 to 500 BCS में लेटर वैदिक पीरियड आता है। एंड इफ आई कंटिन्यू of this timeline, then I can see that Mauryan Empire existed between 323 BC. Then Shunga dynasty came. So naturally Mauryan Empire तब तक निकल चुका था. And at last one more smaller dynasty called as Kanwa dynasty came. So all these 2500 BC to roughly 28 BC तक का मेरे को ये एक टाइमलाइन के अंदर मेरे फैक्ट्स मेरे दिमाग में बैठ गए। तो ये आपको आना चाहिए। Now let's move to more detailed timeline. Now this is again a very detailed timeline. इसमें almost from 2 BC से लेकर I have plotted all the dynasties. Okay, you name a dynasty and you will find here Indus-Scythians है, कुशाना है, Indo-Parthians है, Vakatakas है, Chalukyas है, Palas है, Rashtrakutas है, and I have brought it to the final stages of 1300 जी, that is Kakatiyas। अगर आप देखेंगे, those are one of the final existing ancient dynasty, after which the medieval conquest had already begun by that time. तो ये सारी चीज़ें मैंने एक इसमें लाई. So you are now able to compartmentalize how this timeline you have to create, and always study using such type of diagram. Practice this diagram many times, friends. ये कई बार क्वेश्चंस आता है, कुशाना एम्पायर पहले आया या क्षत्रप्स पहले आए, चालुक्यास कब आए, पल्लवास कब आए. We will go into the details, that time you will be able to recall more. But I have given this reference because मैं अगर नोट्स बनाता हूँ एंशियंट हिस्ट्री के, तो मैंने इसी इसी प्रकार उसको बनाया है. ओके. Now let's come to the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so Indus Valley civilization, friends, is roughly 2600 BC to 1400 BC. Now Harappa was a city in Punjab, Pakistan. It is not a part of India. सबसे पहले. Okay, तो हरप्पा इज लोकेटेड देयर. फिर ये एग्जिस्ट करता था कहाँ कहाँ पे, इन सारे स्टेट्स के मैंने नाम दे दिए आपको. Okay, it falls under bronze age of global historical timeline. So when in India the Harappan Indus Valley civilization was going, that time the world was into the bronze age. Similarly, Harappans were using bricks, and it is astonishing, one of the very surprising fact, that Harappan bricks, when the Harappan sites were discovered, the British did not know the importance of this site. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, ये ब्रिक्स से अभी आज का जो लाहौर मुल्तान रेलवे ट्रैक है उसके नीचे हरप्पन के कई सारे ब्रिक्स लगे हुए. सो दे हैपन टू एक्सकावेट द साइट एंड पुट द ब्रिक्स आउट देयर. Then Harappans carried out trade with the Mesopotamians. So these are similar civilizations. Mesopotamian civilization existed in the side of Persia. उस साइड में ये थे, सॉरी, इजिप्ट. एंड फ्रॉम देयर दे यूज टू कैरी द ट्रेड विद द हरप्पन्स. ओके, सो दे आर द, just remember that they are the similar type of civilizations, similar timeline civilizations. Then carnelian and lapis lazuli were the very very prized and traded items. Lapis lazuli was a coloring agent. It was a agent which gave them the blue color. उस टाइम पे ब्लू कलर को जनरेट करना बहुत मुश्किल था, और ब्लू कलर से ही बाकी फॉर पॉटरी और पेंटिंग्स और वॉट एवर दे वर यूजिंग. एंड कार्नेलियन इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द टाइप ऑफ द प्रेशर स्टोन. सो ये बहुत ज़्यादा प्राइज्ड ट्रेडेड आइटम्स थे उस टाइम पे. Now, basically, Charles Mason was the first a British soldier who had discovered the Harappan ruins, and he was a basically deserter type of person. Tha. He went outside the regiment and he used to travel on foot, and he had a deep interest in discovering the various ruins and the ancient history artifacts. So he was the one who discovered this Harappan ruins. Harappans spoke an unknown language, and that script has not yet been deciphered. So naturally, we do not know what type of language they were speaking, and neither जो भी स्क्रिप्ट उनकी मिली है वो स्क्रिप्ट में क्या क्या वो कहना चाहते हैं, वी आर अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. It is believed that around 400 basic signs are there. The signs have stood for both words, syllables. तो दोनों चीज़ें थी उसके अंदर, साउंड्स भी थे, वर्ड्स भी थे. The directions for writing was from right to left. Okay, so not like us, we write from left to right. All right, Mohenjo-daro. Now we begin with one of the individual sites. Friends, there are around 8 to 10 important sites of Harappa. आपको ये सभी साइट्स में रफली क्या क्या मिला है, इन चीज़ों के आपको आइडिया चाहिए. यूपीएससी इन्हीं चीज़ों में बहुत बार क्वेश्चंस पूछता है. लाइक मोहनजोदाड़ो इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट साइट. इट इज़ द फर्स्ट साइट टू बी डेजिग्नेटेड एज द यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. ये फैक्ट अभी तक नहीं आया है, बट ऑफ कोर्स दिस कैन बी आस्क्ड एनी टाइम. R.D. Banerjee, he was one of the archaeologists, and he had visited the site and was convinced that this is one of the very much ancient site. तो ये भी सवाल कई बार वो लोग पूछते हैं कि वेर मैच द कॉलम में पूछ सकते हैं कि आर डी बैनर्जी ने किसी साइट में विजिट किया था नहीं किया था. नाउ ऑल्दो आर डी बैनर्जी हैज विजिटेड, बट द एक्सकवेशन प्रोसेस जो था, दिस was taken by K.N. Dixit, John Marshall and Ernst Mackay. So these are the ones who led the excavations. It has planned in a rectilinear buildings in a great fashion. फिर फायर मोर्टार्ड ब्रिक्स, ये सभी तरफ कॉमन है ऑलमोस्ट हरप्पन स्ट्रक्चर्स में. देन देर वर सिटी वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. ये भी बहुत कॉमन अरेंजमेंट है बिटवीन द सिटाडेल एंड द लोअर. सिटाडेल क्या था, एक हाई एरिया था बीच में, इसी में पब्लिक बात हुआ करता था. देर यूज टू बी अ सेंट्रल हॉल, एंड it was a kind of large structure like an assembly, you can say a central place where they can with all the citizens during that time of the city can come. And city had large central marketplaces. It had a large wall. Then most many two-story buildings were there. The drainage system was well formed, and there were also granaries, so they used to store naturally the store the grains because of the maybe prevailing droughts during that time, so they wanted to insulate themselves, so they used to keep the food reserves. Now inhabitants of Mohenjo-daro also know lost wax technique. You can find more about this technique. I have not given the details. मैंने ये पीपीटी में थ्रू आउट आपको कुछ फाइंड आउट करने के लिए भी पॉइंट्स छोड़े. So please try to do some Google research and you can also learn about this because UPSC can ask questions in these areas also. Then dancing girl, it is a very very important statue which was discovered. Observe that how she is standing. Maybe she is slightly dancing. She has a lot of ornaments. This was a very very significant discovery friends. ये dancing girl का जो statue मिला इससे कई सारी चीज़ें हमें समझ में आती है. उस टाइम के ज्वेलरीज क्या थे, उस टाइम के ये क्या हेयर स्टाइल्स या उस तरीका अपियरेंस क्या था उन लोगों का, ये हमें इस चीज़ से डिस्कवर होता है. ऑब्जर्व द बैंगल्स शी हैज़ worn on her left armpit, so you can see that they were very much into this jewelry or this kind of they basically these women at the art to ready themselves. So ये सारी चीजें बहुत significant है. On the right side you can also see one more statue which is a priest king statue. This is also very significant discovery friends. He priest king basically must be some high stature person. It is not clear that who this person is exactly, but people regard that this must be some high noble or some high priest. And observe his dressing, how he has taken the shawl. Maybe that shawl must be from a very very rich fine cloth, and this indicated his higher social status during that time. So these are found at Mohenjo-daro. That is why friends, as I said, Mohenjo-daro is one of the very very important sites. Then Dholavira. It is again one of the largest, five largest. It is exactly located at Tropic of Cancer. तो ये क्वेश्चन हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी को कंबाइन करके कभी पूछ सकते हैं. इट इज लोकेटेड इन द खादिर बेट island of Kutch Sanctuary. Even this question they can ask. Now here Ravindra Singh Bisht, he was another archaeologist. He had led the excavation, and it was discovered by Shambhudan Gadvi. So Shambhudan Gadvi ने पहले इसको डिस्कवर किया था, and he was in fact even rewarded by the government of India after this discovery. So later on it was excavated by Ravinder Singh Bisht. Now unlike Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, it was constructed in a geometric pattern consisting of citadel, middle town and the lower town. So तीन parts में city थी. There was also citadel and there is a middle town और फिर एक lower town था. So these are the levels of the land, elevations of the land, which might also have indicated the social status existing that time. Now most of these buildings are out of stones, unlike the bricks. A very very important point. Maybe because they were able to have access to the stones in this part, or due to some other reasons, they may not have. They might have found some sites where the stones were in bulk available. तो इन्होंने bricks की जगह पे stones को use किए. The most significant discovery was made of the side rooms of the Northern Gate and is generally known as the Dholavira sign board. फ्रेंड्स ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कवरी थी. ढोलावीरा साइन बोर्ड नाम का एक पीस इनको मिला था. इट वाज अ पीस in which you can see that there were various letters arranged in the board in horizontal fashion. It is indicating most likely many archaeologists are of the opinion that this must be some nameplate or some signboard which was existing during that time. But see, we can only understand history through this. What the archaeologists excavate, there can be thousands of interpretations to that, but it gives a very very high insight that what must have been existing during that time. Okay, so ये धोलावीरा साइन बोर्ड आप डाल के देखिए गूगल पे, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. यू विल कम टू नो दैट इट वाज व्हाई इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कवरी. Now, friends, I have marked some other sites which you may do research and you may prepare the notes for. So, Rakhi Gadi is another important site. Roopnagar, Lothal, Banwali, and Kalibangan. I have listed some of the important. Now, most important, make a table of this Indus Valley civilization, where it is located, the river which is flowing around them, and what was found during excavation. तो आप सीधा एक टेबल बना दीजिए आपके नोट्स में कि दिस सीरियल नंबर वाइज सपोज दीज 10 साइट्स आर देयर, कौन कौन सी नदी के किनारे कौन कौन सी साइट्स है, एंड सम ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट, जस्ट लाइक आई सेड दैट the dancing girl and the priest was found at Mohenjo-daro, or some other things like you may have, there is a buried horse which is found, there is a couple, a male and a female, which have been lying close to each other, that is found at one side. Then some potteries have been found on one of the side. So you can just make a table so that you are able to recall this information. Again, as I said, for the just because we have to complete this presentation in a short time, I have not put it here, but I have shown you that how exactly you have to approach it. नाउ पेंटेड ग्रेवेयर कल्चर, PGW जिसको बोलते हैं, पेंटेड ग्रेवेयर कल्चर. सो इट एग्जिस्टेड फ्रॉम 1200 BC टू 600 BC. सो एज आई टोल्ड यू कि हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन जो थी, नाउ देर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंट marking where it might have went. Okay, so but we can say that as soon as the Bronze Age was succeeded by Iron Age culture had begun, in context of the Indian history, this painted gray ware culture had emerged. So it is a successor of the black and red ware culture. So इसके पहले क्या था? Black and red ware culture आया था, और उसके बाद painted gray ware culture आया. Okay, so now we are into Iron Age. Friends, once the iron was discovered, naturally the settlement size increased. क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि प्लाव हमने इस्तेमाल करना शुरू किया. So now where we were able to construct the small agricultural tracks, now we were able to cultivate a huge agriculture track. तो नेचुरली हमारी सेटलमेंट की साइजेस बढ़ गई, हमारी अर्बनाइजेशन की कैपेसिटी बढ़ गई, वी वर एबल टू प्रोड्यूस मोर फूड ग्रेन्स ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ द बेटर एग्रीकल्चर टेक्निक्स. एंड इन दिस टाइम द पॉटरी, इसको प्रिंटेड ग्रेवेयर कल्चर इसीलिए बोलते हैं बिकॉज इट शोड अ रिमार्केबल स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन, है ना. सो हाउ इट वॉज, इट शोड टू टाइप ऑफ शेप्स, एक शैलो ट्रे ये लोग बना देते और एक बाउल बना देते, और इस वजह से इसको पेंटेड ग्रेवेयर पॉटरी जो था, दैट बिकेम अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट, a type of the this you can say which was found during this period. तो uh, ये रफली कोइंसाइड कर रहा है आयरन एज के साथ. नाउ नॉर्दर्न ब्लैक पॉलिश्ड वेयर, NBPW जिसको बोलते हैं, अगेन फ्रेंड्स दिस वाज आल्सो द पॉट, अ टाइप ऑफ पॉटरी. बट यहाँ पे क्या था कि पॉटरी को पॉलिश करते थे. सो अ ग्लॉसी पॉलिश हैपेंड using the materials which were available during that time. It gave a beautiful look to the pottery. आज भी आप जाइए मार्केट में देखना, एक ऐसी पॉटरी देखना आप कि जो बिना पॉलिश की है या बिना किसी पेंट की है, जो सिर्फ मिट्टी की है. और एक देखना आप, कोई आप घर में मटका लेने जाते हो तो ज़रूर देखना उस चीज़ को जिसमें कोई रंग चढ़ा है या कोई पॉलिशिंग चढ़ी है. So this is exactly how what happened that time also. As we progressed, they were able to make various kinds of shapes, bowls. The pottery increased, their level of craftism increased. So similarly, northern black polished ware, it happened between 700 BC to 200 BC. And at the same time, friends, another historical events were happening, that was emergence of the 16 Mahajanpadas. We will see what is there. During this time, we can also see that the population has increased largely. So, जहाँ पे settlements were few hundreds or thousands, there the populations became several thousands. Fortification started, so barricading started around the settlements. There was a improved weight system which came, and punch mark coins also started to come. Now, friends, Brahmi and Kharoshti. Kharoshti, of course, is lost. Even Brahmi, we are able to reconstruct, but these were the writing scripts which they were using. Okay, so Brahmi and Kharoshti. Now, friends, we will come to this Vedic period, a very very important period. वी आर मूविंग अहेड इन द टाइम लाइन 1500 बीसी टू 500 बीसी। तो 2500 से 1500 में वो हुआ। 1200 से 600 में मैंने आपको बताया एनबीडब्ल्यू का फेज आया। उसके बाद में नॉर्दर्न ब्लैक पॉलिश्ड वेयर आया। एंड नाउ वी आर एंटरिंग इनटू Vedic period. So Vedic period is 1500 to 500 BC. So this is how you should keep on रिवाइजिंग सो दैट आपके दिमाग में बिल्कुल फिट हो जाए फ्रेंड्स। ये उस चीज से आपको बिल्कुल हिलना नहीं है। इट इज अ लेट ब्रॉन्ज एंड अर्ली आयरन एज ऑफ द इंडियन हिस्ट्री। देन वैदिक सोसाइटी वॉज patriarchal patrilineal। ये क्वेश्चंस कई बार आया हुआ है। अर्ली इंडो आर्यंस वो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड इनटू ट्राइब्स रादर देन किंगडम्स। ओके, सो अभी तक किंगडम का एज सच इमर्जेंस नहीं हुआ है। So they were existing into various tribes. And the ruling chief was called as Rajan, and he was guided by a Sabha and a Samiti, which were the tribal councils. So Sabha जो था वो था जो उनके greater tribesmen थे, which must be some few, and Samiti was like an open gathering, जैसे अपनी विलेज पंचायत होती है ओपन गैदरिंग होता है उस टाइप से। And Rajan was aided by several functionaries named Senani, which was the army chief, the Duta, which was the envoy, the Purohit, which was the chaplain, and Spash, which were the spies. So all these aided him to govern that. And there was no organized system of taxation. So they were voluntary tributes which the people used to pay to the chief. Now, end of Vedic period led to the emergence of large kingdoms called Mahajanpadas and emergence of the hierarchy of the social classes. So, naturally, these are some of the facts. Now, what happened in the Vedic period is the emergence of the Vedas. Now, Vedas के बारे में अभी हम लोग जानेंगे, डिटेल्स में जानेंगे। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है बिकॉज slowly and slowly you will be progressing into philosophical aspect of the ancient history from here. So there are four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samved, and Atharved. Each Veda has four divisions which are called as the Samahitas. Okay, so Samahitas are just like some mantras or some chants. And second part of the Vedas are Brahmanas. And what are the Brahmanas? They are basically the prose text. इसके अंदर होता है कि कमेंट्स और एक्सप्लेन करते हैं रिचुअल्स को। सो इट इज़ जस्ट लाइक आप टेक्स्ट बुक पढ़ रहे हैं तो नीचे कभी फुट नोट्स रहते हैं या कुछ कमेंट्रीज रहती है विच हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ दोज टेक्स्ट बेटर। जस्ट लाइक दिस द ब्राह्मणाज वर एंड मोस्टली देवर विथ समहिता। सो कोई मंत्र आप पढ़ रहे उसके नीचे कोई कमेंट्स भी होंगे। So Samhitas, Brahmanas. Then there were something called as Aryanakas. Aryanakas जो थे, it contained the ceremonies, rituals, sacrifices, and all such things. Okay, so they were composed by the people who were doing meditations in the forest. They are basically one of the three parts of Vedas. So Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aryanakas. ओके, हिलना नहीं है, बेसिक हिलना नहीं है फ्रेंड्स। ओके, ये चीज़ों को हमेशा रिकॉल करो, बार बार पढ़ो, बार बार पढ़ो, है ना। एंड इन दैट अरियन का क्या बताते थे, बेसिकली जो ऋषि मुनीस थे वो स्टेइंग इन द फॉरेस्ट, ये बार बार इस रिचुअल्स और सेक्रीफाइसेस कैसे करने इस बारे में बताते थे। देन Upanishads. One more important point is Upanishads. Upanishads were just like a philosophy entire thing which surrounded those particular Veda. हम ऋग्वेदा क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं ये उपनिषद बताता था। एंड हाउ उपनिषद इमर्ज्ड, they emerged out of various knowledge, various sources of experiences. So it were through discussions, it were through that time whoever the rishi munis and sages and priests who had done long meditations and probably have gathered a lot of knowledge, all these were compiled under upanishads. Now, again, one more important point is that Smruti and Shruti are again the parts of the Vedas. So Vedas are based on largely Shruti. So what is heard, not Smruti, what is remembered. So it has been passing through one generation to another generation. Okay. So this. Then there are other traditions which did not regard Vedas as the authority. Naturally, there arised some other traditions like Jainism, Ajivika, Charvaka. We'll see those philosophies as well. इन्होंने उस टाइम पे वेदास की अथॉरिटी को मानने से मना किया। रीजंस क्या थे वो भी हम लोग आगे देखेंगे, देयर वर वेरियस रीजंस सराउंडिंग इट। As I said, that Vedas have been transmitted orally from generations and passed on from one generation to other. Vedangas have six auxiliary divisions. Okay, so Hinduism के six auxiliary divisions थे जो Vedangas जिसको कहते हैं, and these Vedangas are what I have given below. Okay, so Shiksha, first is Shiksha, which is phonetics or melody. Then second are Chandas, which are verses. Third is Vyakaran, which is the grammar or exact word sentence. Fourth, Nirukta, which is explanation of the words, linguistics. Then Kalpa, which is ritual procedures like ceremonies of birth, death, etc. Then Jyotisha, which involves nakshatra and astronomy. So these Vedangas are also part of Vedas, and very very important that it has six disciplines of Hinduism. Okay. Panini was a revered scholar and wrote Ashtadhyayi, which is grammar and describes Indo-Aryan Sanskrit. So he is one of a very revered scholar. मे बी डिटेल्स इसी स्लाइड के नीचे आप पता करिए गूगल पे, इसी में डिटेल डाल के रखिए ताकि ये स्लाइड पढ़ते वक्त पनीनी के बारे में आपको और भी फैक्ट्स ध्यान में रहेंगे. ओके, सो रफली यू कैन रिमेंबर दैट व्हेन पनीनी केम, अगेन दिस फैक्ट यू कैन बिटवीन दिस 600 BC टू और द अर्ली वैदिक सॉरी 1500 BC टू 500 BC, इस बीच कभी पनीनी आकर गए. Okay, now we will come to another part of the Vedas, which is called as Vedantas. So Vedanta is composed of two words, Ved and Ant. Okay, so naturally it is the last part of the Vedas. इसमें एक उत्तर मीमांसा करके कंसेप्ट है, which is one of the six schools of Hindu philosophy. Okay, तो उत्तर मीमांसा बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड देर आर वेरियस ट्रेडिशंस अंडर दिस. ओके, विच इज अद्वैत, विच इज नॉन ड्यूअलिज्म, भेद भेद, भेद अभेद, which is difference and non-difference. Then Suddhavita, which is pure non-dualism. Tattvavad, which is dualism. Vishishtavad, which is qualified non-dualism. Okay, तो ड्यूअल का मतलब क्या है? सी फ्रेंड्स, सिंपल वर्ड में, एक है शरीर, दूसरा है आत्मा. ड्यूअल इज ड्यूअल का जो ड्यूअल फिलोसफीज को बिलीव करता है वो ये कहता है कि देर एग्जिस्ट ओनली टू थिंग्स. वन इज अ मेटाफिजिकल वर्ल्ड विच इज कॉन्स्टेंट, एंड टू इज द माया और द फिजिकल वर्ल्ड विच कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग. ओके, सो इसको मिलाकर ही सब चीज़ें बनी है. Getting it? So imagine that sky or factors like sun or such things are constant, whereas the other physical world entities, they keep changing. Okay, so it even involves the living beings. नाउ आई हैव क्रिएटेड एन इम्पोर्टेंट टेबल. ये भी कई बार पूछते हैं, भेद अभेद के स्कॉलर्स कौन थे? निम्बरका, भास्करा, यदपरक्सा, चैतन्य, विजन भिक्षु. These were the scholars who believed in Bhed Abhed school. Okay, and Bhed Abhed actually discarded this distinguishing between the two. That is why it is a school which, sorry, Advaita discarded this. So non-dualism did not believed in this. So इसी के वजह से अद्वैत में और बाकी तत्वाद में फर्क आया. अद्वैत has scholars as Gaupada and Adi Sankara. Adi Sankara is a very important scholar, friends. He you can, the numbers which I have indicated, 7, 6, 11 in the slides, are the numbers which are actually the era which they have come. Okay, so just remember it. Then Vishisht Advait, Ramanuja was there. He is again an important scholar as well. And Tatwad Madhavacharya was there. Okay, so even the timeline of the scholars question can be asked. Nimbarka and Adi Sankara came first, then Ramanuja came, and then Madhavacharya came. ओके, सो बैठे बैठे इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस आप खुद भी बना सकते हो, सो यू कैन एंटिसिपेट. All right, again, now we switch over to another important part of the ancient history, गौतम बुद्धा एंड द एरा ऑफ द बुद्धिज्म. नाउ इसमें बहुत डेप्थ में आप पढ़ाई कीजिए, बिकॉज वेदास, बुद्धिज्म एंड जैनिज्म, इन तीनों पे क्वेश्चंस आते ही आते हैं. ओके, एंड इट विल ऑल्सो हेल्प यू इन योर आर्ट एंड कल्चर एस्पेक्ट्स ऑल्सो. सो गौतम बुद्धा, let's start with some basic facts. He was born in Lumbini, which is now in Nepal, to the royal parents of Shakya clan. So Shakya clan was one of the clan which was based there, the ruling clan, and in that royal family he was born. He attended enlightenment at Bodh Gaya. He died at Kushinara, attaining Parinirvan. His teachings were compiled in Vinaya, which is a code for a monastic phase, and Sutta Pitaka. Okay, so compilation of teaching based on his discourses. तो सुत्त पिता का क्या था? सुत्त पिता का वो चीज़ थी जिसमें टीचिंग्स कंपाइल हुए, विच वर डिलीवर्ड बाय बुद्धा. ओके, एंड विनय क्या था? विनय वॉज अ स्ट्रिक्ट कोड विच ही फॉलो ड्यूरिंग हिज मोनास्टिक फेज. जैसे उनका आचरण क्या था? हाउ आई हैव टू बी माई सेल्फ. सो ऑल दोज थिंग्स वर कोडिफाइड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ विनय, सो दैट द फॉलोअर्स कैन ऑल्सो walk his path. So Vinaya and Sutta Pitaka, very very important parts of the teachings of Gautam Buddha. Other influential thinkers contemporary whose thoughts may have been shared with Buddha are Mahavira, Kasapa, Mahakali, Gosal, and also. So I have purposely put this point so that you can find out about these scholars, maybe again the timeline which they existed and what school of thoughts they were having. But it is said that these scholars, these uh, influential thinkers also existed at the time of Gautam Buddha. So they may have met or may not have met, we never know. But the school of thoughts which was followed by the various people of these influential thinkers, it must have existed at the similar time. So these also had impact on each other. Okay, then Alara Kalma and Uddaka Pamputa were the teachers of Gautam Buddha. Again, very important fact. Remember this, friends. Alara Kalama and Uddaka Pamputa. These were the teachers of Gautam Buddha. Okay, and I have also given the information about the disciples. So Ananda was an important disciple. Then Anuruddha was there. Okay, Ananda was there. Anuruddha, Uplai, Moglana, Saiputa, Nanda, Devdatta, all these are disciples. So इनके बारे में भी कभी कभार पूछ सकते हैं ट्रू या फॉल्स में. Okay, Jatakas are voluminous literature bodies, so they are being compiled